What's up? Got a Sencut here. Yeah. So this is the Sencut Fritch. Natural G10, black stonewash, 9CR18. And this comes by way of Timber's Edge. I believe it's already listed on the site. We just borrowed it so we can talk about it. Take a look at it. We're actually going to get into the knife, right? I like the G10 against the black. Ooh, nice tension on the pocket clip, back flipper, thumb stud, spidey flick. Let's do the back flipper. Okay, what's that, like a little reverse tanto going on there? For sure, a little Sencut budget piece. Well, let's get rid of the distractions. Liner lock, thumb stud, spidey flick. Yep, everything run wonderfully on it. Back flipper, can't fail it. Yeah, it's running really smooth. Not so much there. Stonewashed black 9CR black steel liners. Everything's been skeletonized really well in there. You can see it. Well, let's get in it. Come on. We'll take it apart. I don't know when the last Sencut was that I did. I don't think there was any Loctite on that. But just like civivi and we, TH across the board. I think the pocket clip's probably going to have T6s, but TH on the scales and the pivot. And there we are. Yep. No oil in here to speak of. We'll wipe it either way, but I don't see anything of concern here. The pivot does not appear to be captured. It is not. It's got a little spacer that's inserted right there for a lanyard. And like I say, I don't see any lubrication in here, so we'll add a little bit of lube to it, not a lot. A couple of tiny little drops. Wipe all this out in here. Mostly just in case there's any debris or anything in there. We'll get rid of it. The action ran really well, so we're not going to tune it or mess with any of that at all. We're just going to, honestly, I think for the most part, we're just going to add a little lube and get it back together. All right. Let's put our lanyard pin back in. And our stop pin. We're going to go open cage up. Are those ceramics? They are. I'm a fan of these kind of knives. Simple, inexpensive, and yet built with the same materials that you'd find, in, a knife that costs 4 times as much. The cage bearings, the liners, even the natural jade G10. you know. And so you end up with a really inexpensive budget piece that Sencut is known for, built really well with the same technology as civivi and we and others, and it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So you're fully comfortable to take this and put it in your pocket and put it to work. I mean, hey, listen, I watch reviewers too, and I see a lot of $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $800 knives, and reviewers going, "Oh, this is my new carry. This is my favorite knife." Well, I I don't have that kind of jing jang, so I'm not carrying a $300 knife in my pocket typically. Now, if I know that it's just for carry and potential self defense, maybe if I'm going out on a Friday night or something. But my day to day carry, man, these fill a niche because if I got to pull this out and pry it and even break the blade, I'm okay with doing that to a serious budget piece, and this is going to be one. Let's talk about this action. Very hydraulic. I mean, just the tiniest little bit of coaxing, and boom, it's all the way home. Great thumb flick, great spidey flick. Access to the lock bar. This scale is lowered just slightly. There's good jimping on the liner lock. And so reaching in is very intuitive, very easy to do. And with that said, it still has almost complete lockup on the liner, which equates to about 40% on the back of the knife. So it's going to be really locked up really well. I don't have any concerns about that failing. I mean, I'm going to give it an A to an A minus. It's just really good. It's just simple, fundamental. Can't fail it. Super snappy. I dig it, man. Let's talk about ergonomics. So I can just get 4 fingers. Not so confident, very confident. This thing will rise above a confident grip because I can just get 4 fingers behind that flipper tab, which creates a really nice finger guard. And so my grip here is very locked in. No jimping on the spine, but nice platform between the scales, the liners, the thumb studs, the spine of the blade. Very, very thick platform for my thumb. So very comfortable here and completely locked in. I do feel the pocket clip, but it's in the right spot, so it's not hot. I feel it, but it's not hot. The reverse grip on it is solid. It's good. Contours away from my thumb, so I feel really locked in here. My fingers are grabbing that pocket clip. I mean, that's a strong grip for sure. Down onto that tip. If I had to, I don't know, create a hole, a fire start, whatever. I don't know what I'd need it for, but you never know. Opening a can of oil for my snowmobile, hey, who knows, man. Do they even put oil in cans anymore? I don't think they do. I just dated myself, man. Like you can't buy oil in a can, but remember they had the little spout thing you would put into the oil can? Like they all come in plastic bottles now. Interesting. I haven't never thought about that, but that's true. There's no such thing. Let's check pocket clip. Yeah, wonderful ergonomics. The tension on that pocket clip and the nature of that design, that kind of hooded cobra that's leaning downward like that. I mean, I already know this thing's going to be a home run. Just a tiniest little bit poking out at the end over there, but very discreet. All these slots cut in here make it easy to put in and out of the pocket. My spot in the back pocket, very discreet, easily goes in there, and it would be there no matter what. I mean, that thing has survived a tumble in the dryer, a tornado. It's, when I tussle on the ground or roll down a hill, when I reach back for this knife because I'm being attacked by a bear on a mountainside, it's going to be there. I don't know that it's the one that I would want to go up against a bear, but either way, it would be there. What about safety? Contact any blade parts? Can pet that doggy? Nah. The tip's recessed. The clip is really nice, very nice, and there's no way I can contact the blade anywhere. I can handle this knife any way I want without catching the sharp part. So that 9CR, how sharp is it? I expect it to be sharp. I mean, Sencut is legit. They know what they're doing. Yeah, look at that. It's wonderful. And the tip's a needle. I mean, it's very sharp and pokey. I get it. All right. Did I wrap the lock? I'm pretty sure I did. That thing ain't going nowhere. All right. Well, so I'm calling it a budget piece. Well, how much? Okay. Well, this is for sale over at Timber's Edge Knife. This exact piece for 38 bucks. And I think if you'll subscribe, put your email in over there so that you get the newsletter and new releases from the site. I think that you could pick this up for 10% less, which would bring it down to right around $35. So 35 bucks, man. Come on. 9CR. Pretty cool. I dig it. The Sencut Fitch or Fritch? Which is it? Now I gotta look. Come on, man. The Fritch. Sencut Fritch. All right. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching.